Hold up. You won't believe the absolutely earth-shattering bombshell that just dropped about Sean Diddy Combs. Just when we thought we knew everything about the music mogul's empire, his entire world is being turned completely upside down with explosive new accusations that'll leave you gasping for air. And let me tell you, honey, this tea is scalding hot.
Because my next guest just testified before a federal grand jury. He says he was in possession of a trove of digital evidence from Diddy's freak-offs and parties. And he says a friend gave him 11 flash drives that belonged to the late Kim Porter.
You understand? It was more like a diary that was going to be turned into a book at first. And talked about her nose being broken, that he hated her, that he was messing with young boys.
Just to clarify, you can back that up with actual factual footage.
We have, it's things that we have, but...
And you better sit down for this because that's not even scratching the surface. The most devastating twist in this whole saga, it involves Kim Porter's tragic and what we're hearing will send chills down your spine and keep you up at night.
It's like 11 flash drives, and each of them probably like big gigabytes of it.
Can you believe it? Kim's own personal diary might hold the devastating truth we've all been wondering about. And darling, let me tell you, what's coming out is absolutely earth-shattering. The pages of this diary could change everything we thought we knew about one of music's biggest moguls.
So it is Kim Porter's book, but not necessarily some of the stuff with the celebs that were mentioned besides.
It's hers. Nobody touched it.
Oh, so it is her official book.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, my jaw is on the floor. We're talking about hidden diaries, mysterious videos, and secrets so explosive they could literally destroy everything Diddy has built. The empire he's created over decades could come crumbling down in mere moments.
Your home was raided by federal authorities, and I assume it is because of this material. Is that true?
I wouldn't say that. They just went to every one of them looking for me. They said,
Now grab your seats and hold on to your pearls because this is where it gets wild. Attorney Ariel Mitchell and her client Courtney Burgess just walked out of that federal courthouse and dropped a bombshell so huge it made TMZ's cameras shake. And trust me, what they revealed about these videos, I literally cannot even process it. The implications are just...
Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being or potentially?
2 males.
Are you ready for this? Because I don't think you are. Courtney wasn't just approached by any old investigators. We're talking Department of Homeland Security agents, like the highest level of federal law enforcement, honey. And the evidence he claims to have? Oh, sweetie, it's not just shocking, it's absolutely devastating. But here's the piping hot tea that's got everyone's tongues wagging. Among all these files, there's supposedly an unedited version of Kim Porter's diary. Yes, the Kim Porter, Diddy's ex, and the mother of his children, who tragically left us far too soon under circumstances that are now looking murkier by the minute.
Then it was more like a diary that was going to be turned into a book at first. And talked about her nose being broken, that he hated her, that he was messing with young boys.
Now let me spill some serious tea about this diary situation, and trust me, you'll want to hear every single word. Last year, everyone was buzzing about this memoir that popped up online, claiming to tell Kim's story in her own words. But faster than you could say scandal, her children shut it down, calling it completely fake. But here's where it gets interesting. And by interesting, I mean absolutely shocking. Courtney is standing firm, insisting the real diary might expose truths that Kim took to her grave. And honey, when I tell you these truths could shake Hollywood to its core.
2 different copies. That one was edited, and we have the original copy.
So you're saying that the other copy was an actual real copy, even though the family said it wasn't?
It was a derivative work.
It was edited. The only way the family say that.
But wait, because there's so much more to this story that'll make your head spin. And this part will give you goosebumps. Remember Al B. Shore, Kim's ex before Diddy? Well, he's been raising eyebrows and dropping hints that have everyone talking, whispering, and speculating. Al and Kim weren't just any old couple. They had a beautiful son together before she moved on to her famous on-again, off-again relationship with Diddy, where she had 3 more children. Their history runs deep, which makes what I'm about to tell you even more chilling. Now, here's where it gets really intense. Al B. Shore has never bought the official story about Kim. from a lung infection, and let me tell you, he's been dropping bombs left and right, suggesting Kim was running from something, or should I say, someone. He claims she was absolutely terrified and that he begged her to call the FBI for help. Can you imagine being so scared that your ex is telling you to contact federal authorities? The thought just sends shivers down my spine. The tea gets even hotter if you can believe it. Al took to social media with this heartbreaking photo of him and Kim with this cryptic caption that sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. She sent me this saying, "Life imitating art, art imitating life." And then, get this, he added, "Now it all makes sense," with these mysterious hashtags about Fox. But the real kicker? He wrote that she told him other stuff too and that she was running. The implications here are just... But here's the thing that makes my skin absolutely crawl. He edited that post faster than you can say cover-up, taking out any mention of the FBI before completely deleting everything. I mean, why would someone do that unless they were scared for their own safety? What kinds of forces were at work behind the scenes? The questions just keep piling up. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more suspicious, Al dropped another bomb in a now-deleted Instagram post about finding out about Kim's passing. He flat out said, and I quote word for word, "Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia, that's some BS." He even mentioned how they just celebrated their son Quincy's Netflix deal and Kim was in fantastic health. The timing of it all just doesn't add up, and people are starting to ask the questions that should have been asked years ago. But here's where it gets truly frightening, my loves. Al posted a video, which mysteriously disappeared faster than designer shoes at a sample sale, saying he was afraid he might be the next target because he knew too much about Kim and her secrets. I mean, my heart is literally racing just telling you this. The implications here are beyond disturbing. The internet naturally exploded with theories faster than a champagne cork at a Diddy party. One person tweeted, and this is giving me chills just reading it, but when Al B. Sure was saying something happened to Kim Porter, nobody wanted to listen. Then he got sick. Suddenly y'all should have listened. Another social media detective dropped this bombshell. Kim Porter was writing a tell-all book, then magically and computer misplaced. The coincidences are piling up and they're painting a picture that's getting darker by the minute. And speaking of Al B. Sure's mysterious illness, did you know he fell into a coma for 2 whole months? Nobody even knew until he recovered. I mean, the timing of it all? It's like something straight out of a Hollywood thriller, except this is real life, and real lives are at stake. But wait till you hear about the family drama that's been unfolding behind the scenes. Poor Quincy, Kim and Al's son, got caught in the middle of all this messiness. Back in 2008, he wrote this heartbreaking open letter, basically choosing Diddy over his biological dad. The pain and complexity in this family situation just adds another layer to this already twisted story. Now, let's talk about these explosive tapes that Courtney Burgess claims to have. Honey, when I tell you this could change everything we thought we knew about the music industry...
It's like 11 flash drives, and each of them probably like big gigabytes of it. I know put into my computer too much because I didn't want all that in my computer then.
The word on the street is that there could be 8 different recordings. But what's got everyone clutching their pearls and reaching for their smelling salts is that 2 of these tapes allegedly involve minors who were celebrities themselves. The implications here are just, I can't even say it out loud.
Those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women. How many of those 8 celebrities were close to being or potentially
2 males?
Can you imagine the earthquake this could cause in Hollywood? We're talking tsunami-level devastation. The federal prosecutors aren't playing around. They've issued subpoenas demanding every single file, drive, and device Burgess has. This isn't just some tabloid gossip anymore, sweeties. This is serious business with serious implications. Burgess is being very careful about naming names, but he's suggesting these videos would leave fans absolutely shook. And get this, he says they match up perfectly with what's written in Kim's unedited diary. Of course, Diddy's legal team is working overtime, calling everything fabricated and taken out of context. But honestly, the skeptics aren't buying it, and neither is the federal government, apparently. With all these new witnesses coming forward, including Courtney and attorney Ariel Mitchell, people are demanding answers about what really happened to Kim Porter. Could this finally be the moment when all the pieces come together? Will justice finally be served? The pressure is mounting, and the walls might just be closing in. One thing's for sure, darlings, this story is far from over. With the courts involved and new evidence potentially coming to light, all eyes are on Diddy. Will he be able to explain all this away, or are we about to witness one of the biggest scandals in entertainment history? The implications could reach far beyond just one music mogul. We could be looking at a complete reshaping of the industry as we know it. And between you and me, this might just be the tip of the iceberg. Sources close to the investigation hint that there's even more shocking evidence waiting to be revealed. The question isn't if more bombshells will drop, it's when. Only time will tell, my loves. Only time will tell. But one thing's for certain, nothing in the music industry will ever be the same after this. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears open, because this story is far from over. Anyway, that's all for now, but trust me, we'll be back with more shocking revelations before you know it. Until next time, you are watching Hot Gossip. Goodbye. Gossip. Good.